Hey everyone, welcome to a brand new video here on the channel. Today we're going into Hogwarts Legacy and we'll be guiding you or walking you through some of the story missions. Hopefully you'll enjoy it. If you do, go ahead and press that like button. Don't forget to subscribe, and let's get into the video. Alright, to start the next chapter, they're going to have you take flying class. I went to the bell tower wing and fast traveled to the beast classroom. Okay, so now we'll go ahead and head towards flying class. It's going to have us come down here. Now, depending if it's night or day, I don't think it's going to matter here because basically you wait. And now we have flying class. Begin.
Everybody grab a broom and we shall get started. Mr. Clopton, your attention, please.
Sorry, Madam Kagawa.
Everyone, please welcome a new student to our flying class.
Welcome.
Hello.
The goal of today is to remind all of you how to maneuver on a broomstick safely, as broom flight is, first and foremost, a means of transportation.
This, I fear, some of you have forgotten.
Diving, rolling, and loop-the-loops will not be taught or in fact tolerated in this class. We'll leave that to professional Quidditch players, like the Toyohashi Tengu. Not a fan, I take it? Now, let's see how well everyone kept up with their practice over the summer holidays. For those who need a refresher, step up to your broom, say up firmly and clearly, then kick your leg over and rest your weight on the seat. Up! Thank you. Now, your turn.
Up,
Up.
up, you stupid ratty school broom!
Up.
One leg over, so there's a leg on each side. None of that side saddle nonsense. A gust of wind will throw you right off.
Okay.
And if you hear my whistle while you're in flight, ground yourself at once. Good. Now, for your first lesson, fly through each ring in the courtyard. Do
So right
take care.
stick
The brooms
up and
are
down,
school
Wish I had
property.
my own broom.
I want them
left
returned
stick
in
for
one piece.
direction.
This is brilliant.
Yes. Good. And lean.
Fairly simple.
Well done. Now that you're acclimatized to your broom, let's see how well you manage with a more advanced exercise, shall we?
Okay. Sure. What are we doing?
This next set of rings will take you around the grounds for more of a challenge.
So we go faster.
What a view. Hello. Nice day for a flight. Made it. Oh, did anyone else
Are you
see
faster
that?
than me, bro?
Ah, the old boathouse. Wish you could have experienced crossing the lake as a first year.
Fly through the rings.
Whoa, our aquatic resident likes to make an appearance once in a while.
Okay, so now this way. So like Jurassic Park.
Haha! Brilliant.
And it's fairly simple.
Have a moment? I say, I watched you fly through those rings. You seem to handle yourself on that dusty school broom well enough. I'd imagine you're ready for something a bit more challenging. But I'm getting ahead of myself. We haven't properly met. I'm Everett Clopton. Am I right in suspecting that a Slytherin like you might be interested in making an escape from class?
Sure.
Can't say no to that. What did you have in mind?
A bit of a detour, so to speak. Follow me. The tour is about to begin. Follow closely now. Right now, we're flying over the Transfiguration Courtyard. Lovely as ever.
Let's hope the headmaster isn't having tea by the window today.
Okay, so basically just keeping
Nice
up
to get
with him.
above it all, isn't it? Ahead of the gardens, the Hufflepuff common room windows just peek out. Bit claustrophobic for my taste.
How is Everett flying so quickly?
Here's something
Yeah.
handy to know. Lean forward for a burst of speed. Helpful if you need to escape a tricky situation.
Ha! Now that's more like it.
You sure you're not part hippogriff?
There's the famous bridge. Think of all the magic holding it up. I mean, look at it. And the owlery. That's a bit of solid architecture, isn't it?
Flying tips and a jaunt around Hogwarts. This is quite the tour, Everett.
Quidditch stadium that we can't use.
That's Kagawa's whistle. This concludes our tour. Let's hurry back.
Man, he's so fast. Look at that.
Looks like he's already dismissed guard. Better hurry and hand in our brooms. Dismount here.
Hold the dismount.
And
Okay,
where
okay.
have you two been?
Oh, hello, Professor. We were trying to get a bit of extra practice in.
Hefty points will be taken from each of you for not following my instructions. Mr. Clopton, I'm disappointed in you. You're in this class because you're still not showing yourself, or frankly, your broom the proper respect.
But, Professor...
Enough. Class is finished for the day.
Oops. We in trouble.
As for you, you do well to use better judgment in the future. Chin up. That was some rather good flying.
All right.
Sorry about that business with Kagawa. But you have to admit, those views were worth it.
I have no regrets.
It was worth losing a few house points for that detour.
You seem at home on a broom. Bet if you had a fancy model, you could fly laps around Imelda. She's Kagawa's favorite. I could show her a thing or two if I had my own broom. Hate having to return the school broom after class.
Perhaps I have to purchase a broom then.
If you can, you should. Wish I could. I recommend visiting Albie Weeks at Spintwitches in Hogsmeade. He's always looking to test new models. I'll keep an eye out for you in the sky.
Okay, so maybe we've unlocked flying there. Nice. Right, so next up we're gonna go to the quest, the Room of Requirements, and to get there quickly, we went to the astronomy wing and teleported to the charms classroom. So now
Fills up your brain.
That's what
over
I'm saying.
here,
My grandmother said
And then the werewolf.
we'll run up this way. Okay,
this one about.
through here. Here we go. And begin.
Professor Weasley?
Somewhere away from prying eyes.
Secret door.
Forgive me, the headmaster stopped me and I... Merlin's beard. I see you've wasted no time. Well done. Shall we?
After you, Professor.
Okay. So here
What
we
is
are
this
in
place?
This is the Room of Requirement.
Room
It only
of
appears
Requirement.
when one is in real need of it. Ordinarily, a student might stumble upon this room entirely by accident. If ever. I'd only planned to suggest to you how to find it by walking past that bit of wall, focusing on what you need. But you've managed to reveal the room on your own. While I'm here, we should take advantage of the moment. Now, where is Deke? He must have sneaked past and gone ahead.
Deke, Professor.
The house elf I was speaking to in my classroom your first day. Thought he might help you use the room once you've found it. There's no chance I'm clambering over this mess. This presents the perfect opportunity to teach you Evanesco, the vanishing spell. You can cast Evanesco to vanish certain objects, such as these chairs and other things here in the room. I suggest you practice the wand movements first, then you can clear the chairs away.
Okay.
Splendid. Now, cast Evanesco on those chairs.
Let's see, Evanesco. What's it look like? This, I'm assuming. Yes.
Excellent work. You'll note that you are now in possession of Moonstone. We shall discuss its uses later. Let's move on.
I'm getting a bit of Moonstone. I would like to know what it's for.
Where in Merlin's name is that elf? Is that... Goodness. My old school bag. I wondered where that had got to. I can't believe it's still here. I'll just take a quick look at this. Give you an opportunity to explore on your own until we locate Deke.
Yes, Professor.
Okay.
Dear me. Can't you keep it down? Some of us
Wow.
are trying to rest.
Ooh, a chest. Not quite a chest.
Accio.
There's a chest. Unidentified neck item. Okay. Fancy a cup of tea. Well, that's kind of cool. No path. Okay. Go through here.
Hope this isn't as precarious as it looks.
An intruder! Stop them! No, not... that's not helpful, you worthless pile of tin!
Collect something. Bit offended. The room thought I needed a bath. cheeky thing. Those are kind of cool.
How does anyone other than a house elf manage to get around in here?
Open. No, get rid of these. Yeah.
What was that? Was that a golden snitch?
Accio, you should summon your wits and find out.
What we got back here?
Revelio.
Nothing. Nothing back there.
Accio.
That's not gonna work.
Revelio.
This
I hope
way.
that house elf can find us in here.
Yeah, I guess this way. Since it's making me slow walk now.
Yikes! Careful!
Huh? Oh, there you are. Wait right there. Deke will come to you. Hello.
Ah, Deke, we've been looking for you.
Apologies, Professor Weasley. Deke was looking through some of what's appeared in the room since Deke was last here. Is this the student?
Indeed it is.
Deke is honored to meet you.
Deke has been a
Very
friend
honored.
since I was a second year. We discovered this room together. I mentioned you to Deke. We believe that you might be able to benefit from this room like I did. Deke, would you be so kind?
Of course, Professor Weasley. The Room of Requirement will always be equipped for the Seeker's needs. It's unplottable, so won't appear on any map. Most happen upon it by accident, if ever. Deke's seen students in need of an extra file for potions stumble upon the room filled with them. You seem to have accessed it in its form as the Room of Hidden Things.
I was thinking about needing a place away from prying eyes. Brilliant.
Oh, that explains it then.
What I need specifically is a place where I can catch up on my schoolwork without distraction.
Well then, the room can provide you with precisely that. Now, it's time to focus on what you need. Just close your eyes. Imagine the room precisely as you need it. The room will do the rest.
Boy.
You've given yourself quite a canvas to work with. I look forward to seeing what you do with the space. Ah, and it seems the room has provided you with a desk of description. Excellent. It can identify unfamiliar items of clothing. One should always understand the effects of anything in which one is clothed.
Perfect. Because, you know, we have that necklace.
You'll find plenty of items of clothing that need
What do
to
you
be
mean no
identified.
identified here?
The desk will be an invaluable resource.
Right, So talk to Professor Weasley.
I imagine the desk of description will come in handy.
It will. I hope you'll take advantage of it. Now, I'll give you a brief lesson in conjuring. The room might not provide everything you need on its own.
Conjuring?
Yes, the magic of creating or conjuring objects. I'll teach you.
Alright, follow this through. X, there we go.
Very good. When conjuring more complex objects, you'll need what's called a spellcraft. Spellcrafts are like recipes. They list the ingredients or resources needed to conjure a particular object. You should have acquired some for a potion station and potting table from tomes and scrolls in Hogsmeade.
I did. Where can I find the resources I need?
While resources such as moonstone can be obtained throughout the Highlands, it's much safer and easier to purchase them. They can also be collected by vanishing objects in the room, such as the chairs you vanished earlier. In fact, you should have enough resources for now.
I see. Can I regain resources by vanishing something I've already conjured?
You can indeed. Quite perceptive. Why don't you give it a try? Go ahead and conjure the potion station and potting table. You should find both familiar, since they'll resemble the ones you've already used to study magical plants and brew potions in class.
Okay, so conjure a potting table and conjure a potion. So conjure, yeah. So let's put that down there. Okay. So let's see. We can basically build our house with this. Utility. Potions. Okay. Huh. So any of these? I guess let's do the Gothic one. Yeah. Change color. Oh, okay. You can change the color. That's kind of cool. We'll go with black. Perfect. Okay. So we did that one. So now we need potting table. So herbology. Let's see. We also have Gothic. We're gonna do that one. Can I turn it like sideways? How do I rotate? Oh, L1. There we go. There we go. Change color. Do black on this as well.
Well done.
And
you can use these whenever you need to brew potions or grow plants. Presuming, of course, you've collected any seeds or potion ingredients you need in Hogsmeade or outside the castle grounds. Deke will be here to answer any questions you may have. Do not underestimate his insights.
I will be sure to speak with Deke if I need anything. Thank you.
Good luck. I shall linger a bit longer in case you'd like to learn another transfiguration spell for use in the room.
Alright, room of requirement complete. Alright, so the next quest in the shadows of the Undercroft, I traveled to Fig's room. Now I'm gonna head to where it's at. Because there's multi-layers, it's hard to determine which one's the best one to teleport to. What is this?
Accio! Levioso!
Okay. Not really important for the main quest, but there you go. bit faster. Come on, come on. Wow. We have a ways to go, don't we? Oh, I must have took a wrong turn. Definitely took a wrong turn. Okay. Oop. Wall's in my way.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide.
Hello there.
Wow.
Perhaps you can help me.
Quite the jog. Down, 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 down. Jeez. Must have took the total wrong path. Okay, well here's Sebastian, so we can talk to him.
Sebastian, it's been a while.
It has. Glad you received my owl. I have something to show you.
First, let me thank you for what you did in the library.
Of course. Scribner tried to give me detention, but I have ways out of these things.
Well, you took the fall for me, and that counts for something.
Did you find what you were looking for?
I did, but something was missing. I'm not sure here is the best place to discuss it.
Understood. We can talk more in a moment, in the Undercroft. Not even the professors know about this place. This way.
Okay, so enter the secret
There's
room.
a secret passage just here.
It's well disguised.
Enter. Oh, gotta hold square. Okay.
How did you find this place?
My friend, Ominous Gaunt. He named it the Undercroft. We used to play gobstones here all the time. With my sister.
Revelio.
Anne. She loved that infernal game.
Or the room.
What I wouldn't
Okay.
give to lose to her again. I should tell you, I swore to Ominous I would safeguard this place. So please, keep this between us. He never confides in anyone.
Okay,
He's
okay,
trusted
I get
me
it.
since
Don't
the
tell
day we
anybody.
met. I wouldn't want to jeopardize that. We used to sneak in here almost daily. We've never been caught.
Well, what else am I exploring? Oh, talk to him now. Okay.
I know Ominous. Met him in our common room. I've noticed he uses his wand to navigate the castle.
He does. No idea how, though. Ominous was born blind, and no spell could reverse it. His wand seems almost sentient. Not surprising, I suppose. Ollivander always says, the wand chooses the wizard.
Is that how he found this place?
No, someone in his family knew about it. The Gaunts are full of secrets. I've never heard anyone else speak of it, and I've certainly never seen anyone else here. Again, mention this to no one, especially Ominous.
I won't.
He has no love lost for his family or their secrets, but this place is special to him.
Of course. Ominous spoke to me about his family when we first met. To say that he has no love lost for them is an understatement.
Glad you understand. Anyway, the Undercroft has been a perfect place to sneak off to, away from prying eyes, and even practice otherwise forbidden spells.
Really? Like what?
Like the blasting curse. Professors say it's not an appropriate spell to teach students.
That's ridiculous.
A proper magical
Ridiculous.
education ought to include all magic.
My thoughts exactly. A spell like Confringo is only truly dangerous in untrained hands. Such spells should be properly taught, not banned. To be fair, I'm admittedly partial to more fiery forms of magic, but you should learn it. I can teach it to you safely here.
Okay.
It may take a while to get the feel for it. Mimic my wand movement. The incantation is Confringo.
Very well.
Got it.
You're getting it. Ready to actually try it out? Stick to the target.
The Confringo. What's it look like? This one? That must be it. Yeah, okay. So let's equip it there.
Best to keep the Undercroft intact. Have a go at those candelabras. Both have their uses, but I think you'll find that a Confringo cast travels a bit farther than that of a spell like Incendio. Confringo! Nice work. How's it feel?
It's a tad hot.
You'll get used to it. That's it.
Hey, one more.
I think I've got it.
Confringo. Well done.
Nice. Talk to him again.
I have to say, I enjoyed that.
The first time Ominous and I practiced Confringo, we singed our eyebrows.
I would have paid to see that.
I swore we'd never live it down. To this day, there's something about that spell that's addictive.
This is exactly the type of magic I've been hoping to learn.
There's more where that came from. Been practicing similar spells here for ages. Although, I didn't tell Anne and Ominous about every one. Haven't been here in some time. It's not the same without Anne.
I'm sorry about your sister. If there's anything I can do...
Perhaps when I next head to Feldcroft, you could come along. Meet Anne. She could use some cheering up.
Yeah, sure.
Just let me know when and I'll meet you.
Oh, she misses Hogwarts. She's been stuck at home with our guardian, Uncle Solomon. Unfortunately, you'll have to meet him too. Well, meeting a new student will be precisely what she needs.
I shall look forward to it.
Cheers. By the way, what was it you couldn't discuss out in the hall earlier?
I'm not sure where to start.
You said something was missing from what you found in the library. I assume it's to do with what you told me. About the Portkey, and Gringotts, and Ranrock.
Nothing gets past you. And yes, it is. As I'm sure you suspect, there is a bit more to all of this.
I'm listening.
Yeah, why not?
You must promise to keep this between us.
I trusted you with knowledge of this secret Undercroft. You can trust me.
All right. I can see traces of ancient magic.
Ancient magic? I don't know what I was expecting you to say, but it wasn't that. What does that even mean?
Honestly, I'm not entirely certain. All I know is that I can see whispers of an old magic that hardly anyone else can. Fig and I think that Ranrock has somehow found a way to harness that magic's power.
Are you telling me that goblins may be wielding some sort of wizard magic?
That's what we're trying to find out.
And this ability of yours...
100%.
Does it allow you to wield this magic too?
I don't know.
Well, when you do know, tell me. I've been studying archaic forms of magic for ages. Perhaps we can help each other. In the meantime, with both Rookwood and Ranrock after you, I suspect a bit more time practicing the blasting curse is in order. Spend as much time here as you'd like. And remember, keep this place between us. When I head to Feldcroft, I'll send you an owl.
Alright. So leave. Exit.
Hello, Sebastian. Wait. You there? I can hear you.
Oh, hello, Ominous. I was just heading to our common room.
I've recognized that voice. You're the new 5th year. Did you just come from the Undercroft? How did you get in there?
That room's called the Undercroft. Ah, well, I was exploring and then suddenly found myself in a strange passageway.
Don't lie to me. No one stumbles upon that room. Sebastian told you, didn't he? You breathe a word about this place to anyone, and not even your precious Professor Fig will be able to help you. My father is friends with the headmaster. I am not afraid to exploit that connection if I need to.
Whiny.
You needn't threaten me. I'm not going to say anything about your Undercroft. And Sebastian is a good friend. You shouldn't immediately assume the worst of him.
I don't need you to tell me about my oldest friend. Thank you very much.
Ominous, I just meant...
I know what you meant. Sebastian gets himself in enough trouble. He doesn't need your help. Sebastian is going to
Rude.
get an earful about this.
You want to go? Okay. Well, that completes In the Shadows of the Undercroft.
You wear a hat, they call dad. Me, I'm the dad in a hat. You just like clubbing in clothes. Me, I like afternoon naps. 3, I be missed for the road. My oldest like counting racks. You wear a hat, they call dad. Me, I'm the dad in a hat.